Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys are all doing well out there. Enjoying your day, enjoying your weekend. For those of y'all who are just getting started, hopefully your Saturday is going very, very well. For those of y'all who are starting to finish out your Saturday, I hope it was a good one. You know, a good, nice, positive, ooey gooey one. We have got to talk about this. This is quite an interesting. Sorry, my headphone wires are tripping. I need to get some new headphones. My Lord. But this is a story that I wanted to do yesterday, but I was too busy to get in this office and get in front of this conversation. And so I decided, hey, I want to make this a Saturday discussion and talk about this with my family. This is a heartbreaking story, y'all. This is an absolutely heartbreaking story. And, I haven't really covered many stories like this in a while. One, because they're always so heartbreaking. They're always so sad. And a lot of times for a good long time, I was covering nothing but these kinds of stories on my show. And sometimes it gets to you, after just doing one incident like this after another. Sometimes you just need to veer off a little bit. But this particular story and many other ones, because there's some other stories that I'm going to be covering kind of in the same realm, because there's a bunch of other stories, and thanks to the family, because some of you guys are tweeting these things to me. Some of you guys are DMing me stories. Some of you guys are sending stories or suggestions in the chats inside of my Discord. So I know that there's a bunch of other stories like this that we will be covering for sure. But this one in particular, I was like, you know what? I need to talk about this. I've been wanting to talk about this for the past couple days, but there's just been so many other stories that have popped up. And I'm like, okay, Saturday is the day that we are going to talk about this, period. Straight, point blank. We're going to talk about this. Not really a Saturday kind of discussion, but we need to talk about it nonetheless, because if we don't talk about it now, it'll just fly under the radar. Nobody's going to talk about it. Or other stories will pop up and we won't find time to actually talk about this. Okay. So yes, we got to talk about this story about Christian Glass. And this is very sad. So anyway, we got to get into it. Excuse me. Hold on one second. Stuffy nose, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, so a little housekeeping. You know how it is. Do not forget to hit that like button down below. Send it past 200 likes for me really, really quick. I'd really, really appreciate it. Good morning, okay? Good afternoon and good evening to all you guys. I'm hoping you guys are all having a wonderful Saturday. And if you guys are, hit that like button. Send those likes past 200, 300 likes as you guys start to file in. Let's be real. More likes, more reactions, the more this story gets out there. This is not really a story that's getting out there, y'all. I'm going to keep it real. It's not really, which is weird to me. Because this story is weird and heartbreaking as hell. So we got to talk about it. We need to shed some light on this. We got to talk about it. So please, if this is your first time checking out the show, I talk about all kinds of things. Everything from pop culture, true crime, controversy, etc. Politics as well, if you're savvy, right? And if you like that kind of content, please hit that subscribe button. All right. That would be great. And it'd be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. Anyway, we got to get into this. Okay. We got to jump into this. Well, there is a young man by the name of Christian Glass that was His life was taken by police after he had called 911 on himself for help. Yes, it's very weird. It's heartbreaking. It doesn't make any sense. We got the body cam footage. We even got the 911 call. And this is a pure, hardcore example of how important it is on many levels of communication. And also, because there's communication between 911 dispatch and the cops that are going out on that particular call, that are responding to that call. And there's also a responsibility of, if somebody is having a mental breakdown, heavily under the influence, maybe there's certain tactics or certain ways one should be approaching those types of scenarios, because not every single scenario is just a kid out here wanting to just poke everybody that they see with a weapon, if that makes any sense. Now, before we get into these articles, these videos, etc., just to make it completely clear, Christian Glass did call 911 because he was stuck. His car was stuck. He had an accident, it looked like. He couldn't get out of this bushel that he was in. He called 911. He said, I need help, basically. He even said, I'm just letting you guys know I do have. It's because the 911 dispatcher asked, do you have any weapons on you? He said, well, I got like 2 small knives and a rubber hammer. If that's what counts as weapons, then I have them, but I will throw them out as soon as the cops show up. Small knives, mind you. Small knives. Now, I get it. I'm not knocking what kind of damage a small knife can and cannot do. I'm not knocking that. But you can hear in the 911 call that Christian Glass clearly was not mentally stable. Something was up. Either he's having a psychotic break, like a mental break, or he is under the influence of something. Cops see that he has a knife in his hand. And of course, this young man is no longer here. He was shot 5 times. Family's very upset, rightfully so. Family was very upset, understandably. But this all comes down to communication and new tactics that should be implemented inside police and even inside of dispatch. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, obviously, as I always do. We got to get into this article, a couple articles, actually. And then we got some body cam footage, which we're going to watch a little bit of it. We're not going to watch the whole thing because it's about an hour and some odd minutes long. But I wanted us to see this, talk about it. And there's other information about Christian Glass, which we're going to be looking at here very, very shortly. So let's take a look at this article right here. Man, unalived by police officers responding to roadside assistance call. Like I said, it just doesn't make to me, it doesn't make sense. And when you see some of the body cam footage, you're going to sit there and go, wait a second. This could have, I'm not sitting here saying that I'm the know-all and be-all of everything. Okay? But I feel that this could have gone a little bit different. Just in my personal opinion. So, police who took the life of 22-year-old Colorado man after he called 911 for roadside assistance escalated the situation, needlessly leading to his demise. The man's relatives said in a tearful news conference on Tuesday, in which they called for accountability. After Christian Glass's June 11th death in the small mountain town of Silver Plume, west of Denver. The Clear Creek County Sheriff's Office issued a news release saying that Glass was shot after he became argumentative and uncooperative and tried to attack, let's just say that, an officer when police broke a car window to grab him. Now, this is what's crazy to me. Now, I will say this. This young man was not right. Something was not right with him. He clearly was dealing with something mental. Okay, he was mentally having some sort of breakdown, something, or he was high. Either way, maybe there was some serious amount of paranoia that came over him, etc. But this man was already nervous and scared. This young man was already scared and nervous about the cops showing up. And when they showed up, the situation wasn't any better. Didn't get any better. It just got worse. He was scared to get out of his car. Mind you, I will say this. He was in his car the entire time. In his car the entire time. I want to make sure that is absolutely abundantly clear. It's not like he jumped out of his car and started lunging at a cop. Again, I'm not the I can't predict the future, and I'm not an expert. Okay, but I feel like this whole situation could have gone a completely different way. Completely different way. And no, I'm not sitting here going, oh, just make him a batch of cookies and make him feel warm and cozy. No, I'm not saying that at all either. I'm not saying anything crazy like that. I just feel like there could have been a different way to talk him down. There could have been a different way to approach that car. There could have been a different way of maybe instead of breaking that glass, instead of firing at him 5 times, there could have been a different way of solving this issue. Christian was experiencing a crisis and called 911 for help, said the parent's attorney. And yet these officers busted out Christian's window. And from this article, and I guess this is what the lawyer said in when they did their press conference, and aimed at him or pulled the trigger 6 times with beanbags, tased him multiple times from 2 tasers, then aimed at him again, taking his life, aiming at him, pulling the trigger 5 times. The Colorado Bureau of Investigation handles police shootings, including the glass case, but the family wants prosecutors to file criminal charges, according to the lawyer. Now, district attorney for the 5th Judicial District, that includes Clear Creek County, released a statement Tuesday saying her office is investigating the case along with the Colorado Bureau of Investigation. Her office plans to eventually issue a report on the shooting or present the case to a grand jury, which would decide if indictments should be issued. Now, the videos shared with the Associated Press show Glass refusing to come out of his car while also telling police he's terrified and making heart shapes with his hands to officers. At one point, he also can be seen praying with folded hands, saying, "Dear Lord, please don't let them break the window." I mean, right now, does it sound like he's a threat? I'm just curious. When the officers did break the window, Glass seemed to panic and he grabbed a knife. Police then pulled the trigger on Glass with beanbag rounds and shocked him with a stun gun before the young man twisted in his seat and thrust a knife toward an officer, the footage showed. Then one officer fired his gun hitting glass. The recordings then show glass. I don't even know if I can even say the rest of this, but taking the knife onto himself before he passed. Hold on, let me pull that up just a little bit more so you guys can see a little bit better. So the family said the videos were only edited to blur the body. The Associated Press has requested that police provide any videos related to the case. Their lawyers said Glass had no history of mental illness. When asked about Glass's abnormal behavior, he said, "Unfortunately, we are not ever going to know." So they released the autopsy report that found that Glass did die of the gunshot wounds. It said that he had THC, 0.01% blood alcohol concentration, and amphetamine in his system. The last of which Rothad, their lawyer, said is likely from an ADHD prescription for Glass. So to me, it sounds like he was hella paranoid. To me, it sounds like he had taken something, maybe a little bit too much of some of that devil's lettuce, and it made him super paranoid. That's how I see it. Now, the shooting comes amid a national outcry for police reforms focused on crisis and intervention, de-escalation, and alternative policing programs. In Denver and New York, behavioral health specialists are sent to 911 callers facing crisis that police may not be trained to address or could even exacerbate. Now, what's interesting is, again, I will echo this. There needs to be some reform when it comes to crisis intervention, when it comes to de-escalation, when it comes to people who are having a mental break. If somebody takes, let's just say, Christian took a little edible and he ate a little bit more than he should have, or it was extremely strong. Suddenly, boom, he's freaking the F out. Or, and it may not even be that. He may have just had a mental break. Let's just say that straight up and down like 6 o'clock. He could have had just a straight up mental break, add a little THC in your system, and that can make things even worse. So he's sitting there, he's having a mental break. He calls 911 because he runs his car into this area that he can't get out. He has a car accident. He's scared for his life already. All right. You're going to hear it in the 911 calls. He's already scared for his life. Dispatcher already knows this, by the way, because she's saying it in the 911 call. She can tell that maybe something's not right with him. But she doesn't say that when she's contacting police, when she's dispatching it out. She says about the weaponry, sure. But from what I've heard so far, I have yet to hear her in the thing say, it seems like he's having a mental break, or it seems like he might be drunk or high, something. He might be under the influence. Please proceed with caution. Something like that. And even so, you have 5-0 showing up, and they're supposed to observe the environment, be perceptive, look at the situation that's around them, look at the person that they're dealing with, and assess right there. Right? Clearly, they know there's something up with this kid. but yet they still proceed in such an awful way, to the point where Christian Glass is no longer here. Again, I'm not expecting 50 to show up and be like, "Oh, here's a batch of a dozen cookies just fresh out of the oven. Come on out of the car, buddy." I'm not expecting that. Okay? I'm not expecting kid gloves all the time. But sometimes you need to approach a situation a little bit differently. There's a 22-year-old young man that's having some sort of mental break, whether it's drug influenced or not. There could have been a different way to get this young man out of the car without him actually being shot, or actually even him. He goes on to try to, yeah. And even the cops are screaming that out, going, "Oh my God, after a gun had been fired on him, he literally has the knife in his hand, and he is attempting to do this after he had already been shot." Yeah, it's devastating. It's heartbreaking. It's just wild. It's just wild. Let's take a listen to some of this 911 call. We're not going to listen to all of it. It's it's well over it's well over 24, almost 25 minutes long, but we're going to listen to a little bit of it. And just listen to Christian. You can tell. I'm sorry, you can see it this is so visible. Okay? You can see this thing in pitch black. He clearly is having some sort of mental break. He's saying all kinds of interesting and strange things in this 911 phone call, etc. Yet they still approached him in the way that they approached him. It's just strange. It's just strange to me. But take a listen.
Hello, 911.
Hello? Oh, 1 second. Okay. Hello?
Hello? This is the Quaker County Sheriff's Office.
Hi. I'm stuck. I'm in an ambush. I'm not in an ambush. There's no one here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm stuck in a dangerous place, and I will be killed.
Are you in a vehicle?
I'm in a vehicle. My vehicle got stuck in a really bad
Okay.
way. Can you track my phone right now?
I am trying to get my phone to pull you up.
Hey, I need immediate assistance, please.
Okay, yeah.
Appreciate it.
What
I'm
kind
doing
of vehicle
well.
are you in?
My doors are locked. I'm in a 2007 Honda Pilot. I've got my protection crystal on me. I should be fine, and you will be fine if you get here with somebody else. But I will not be fine on my own.
Okay, what's going on? Is there somebody there?
I'm sorry, we're even just a minute and 20 seconds in this mug, and you're telling me, you tell me if this guy is okay. You tell me if he sounds okay, and this is just a minute and 20 seconds in. All right, like I was gonna stop it at 45 seconds. I keep it real. All right. 45 seconds in, you can already tell the man is not okay. He's beyond being mentally stable, whether that's him being high or that's him having a mental breakdown. Either way, He's not fully balanced here. You can tell. But don't worry, we're going to continue. I'm just saying, it just doesn't make any damn sense. And why wasn't there any better communication between dispatch 50 and 50 with Christian Glass? Just doesn't make sense to me. This is why this is so heartbreaking. But let's continue.
There.
Ma'am, there's nobody here. I had a spiritual awakening a few months ago and came out of my 10 years of depression. And
He had, see, hold up. Gotta love commercials. You heard that. Depression. He had a spiritual awakening. All right. All right. Let's continue.
just said, come, please help. That's not good. Fine. What's that be?
Okay, so you said your car was stuck?
Wow, that's not a good sign. Yes, please.
Okay, so your car is stuck?
Yes, my car is stuck. Could you please, you're sending someone, right? You've tracked my location? I'm in it. So my car...
Yeah, we have your location.
So it's a bush. So
Okay.
it's a bush, right? And my car is...
Is your phone number this?
Under the bush.
650?
283-8089.
Okay,
me,
and
right?
what's your name?
My name's Christian James Gloss.
Christian Groff?
James Gloss. Glass is my last name.
Glass. Okay.
How far out is help? How far out is help, madam?
Give me just a second. We're radioing right now, okay?
Okay, I'm sorry. I understood that pause. That I would be acting this way with a male officer as well. I apologize.
Okay, yeah, no, it's okay.
Again. We're not even 3 minutes in. And I understand dispatch is doing their job. All right. She's doing her job, trying to find out where he is, etc., trying to get all the information that she can get. Of course, she's got to go through the questions of certain things because she's got to protect the police officers that are actually responding to the particular call and all that too. She's trying to find out all the details, but you can obviously hear in his voice that something is not right. I'm sorry. He even said he had a bout of depression for a long while, etc. You can tell in the way he's talking, something's up. Something's up. And it could be anything. It could be a mental break. He could he could be on the spectrum of being autistic, maybe. I mean, there's so many different things that you can assess in the situation to be like, okay, maybe something is up. Something is up, right? How he's communicating with me is different. He could be high. He could be drunk. He could be having a mental break. Or there could be something else going on with him as well. And yet, I don't know.
Thanks very much. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love you. I'm sorry, I'm going to roll that back just a little bit. He said, I love you. Okay, now I get it. There's some other people that are funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you're saving me. Thank you so much. I love you so much. Right? I get that. But this dispatcher has been listening to him for almost 2.5 minutes long. Come on. Something's not right. I'm sorry. I keep interrupting. And like I said, I'm not even playing this whole thing. I'm only going to give you a couple minutes, but within the first 2-3 minutes, I'll give you 30 more seconds on top of this thing. 3 minutes on this mug. You can tell something's not right.
Pause. That I would be acting this way with a male officer as well. I apologize.
Okay, yeah, no, it's okay.
Thanks very much. I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love you, seriously. You're my light right now. I love you. Oh, man.
He is high or he's
I'm really scared. I'm sorry.
Okay.
That's why.
Are you on the side of a mountain, or are you in
No.
town?
It's a town. It's a dodgy back town. It's a rest stop that kind of turns into a town at the end of it. Oh, they're coming back. They're coming back. How close are you? How close are you?
Okay, our officers are a little bit away.
I'm gonna have to kill some skinwalkers. Can you stay on the phone with me?
Are you able to drive?
No, I'm stuck. Do you know what a skinwalker is, man? I'm sorry I'm using the word madam. That's clearly not something you like. Oh, fuck. They might just go by. I might be lucky.
Okay, can I get your date of birth real quick?
I'm so lucky. Oh, I'm so lucky.
Yo. Okay. We ain't even 5 minutes in this mug. She's having a full conversation with a man that clearly is having something going on with him. He just says skinwalkers, y'all. He said, I might have to unalive some skinwalkers. And it's almost as if she's on the phone with him and he is seeing something outside of his car. And that, I guess it's a skinwalker. And this skinwalker is walking right by him and he's freaking the F out. You can hear it. It's almost like you can hear him going, oh my God, it's coming close. Oh my God, it's walking by me. Okay, it's not touching me. It's not touching me. Oh my God, thank God. Oh my God, thank God, thank God. Now, I know some other people will sit there and take this, oh, I might have to unalive some skinwalkers quote and go, see, this is the reason why he should be no longer be here. That's what he deserves that. That's what he gets. America. No. Something's not right. He's paranoid. You hear it in the first 3 minutes. First 3 minutes of this dispatch call. He's paranoid. He's terrified. He keeps going, thank you. I love you. I love you. You're my light. Thank you so much. He's so scared of being where he is because either he is having a mental break or he's high and having a mental break at the same time. God knows. But he's even talking about skinwalkers. Hold on. We gonna look up skinwalkers. Because he was like, do you know what skinwalkers are? Let's see here. So, hold on. Let me pull this up for you guys so you guys can see it with me as a family. According to Wikipedia, just so you guys can see it with me. So, in Navajo culture, a skinwalker is a type of harmful witch who has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise themselves as an animal. So, in the Navajo language, it translates by means of it, it goes on all fours. Perhaps the most common variety seen in horror fiction by non-Navajo people, the skinwalker is one of several varieties of skinwalkers in I guess skinwalkers is one of the several varieties in the culture. Specifically, they are a type of, I don't know what that is. Navajo witches, including skinwalkers, represent the antithesis of Navajo culture values. Okay. So he was basically seeing human humans on all fours disguised as animals, I guess. He was high. Or he was hallucinating the hell out of a situation. Period. I'm going to play a little bit more of this. But I'm just saying, within a few minutes, within less than 5 minutes, you can already tell that this man is not okay.
Christian?
I was born the 3rd day of January, 2000.
Okay.
Oh, I am so lucky. Get calls at this location a lot?
No, not really.
No.
What happened just before you called?
I was following... Okay, so I was going to drive up into my spot in the mountains because I need to relax tonight. I really do. And there's been a lot of bad drivers on the road recently, so I've been just driving around, kind of cruising the left lane about the speed limit, and then I'll find people going about 40 miles an hour, and they try to swerve to hit you. And I've just been keeping my safe distance behind these people and using my crystals to drain the negativity out of them so that they don't do that anymore.
Okay, so they tried to hit you with their car?
Yes.
Okay.
I've had 3 separate cars do that. And I followed this one car because they exited right after they tried to do it. And I was worried he was exiting to get back onto the highway to do it to somebody else. So I followed him, and he pulled me into the back of this stupid, fucked up town. And I tried to pull a Yui, and I should have stopped and pulled the 3-point, but I didn't pull a 3-point, and I drove straight into a bush that has a trap in it. And you'll see when you get here, it's fucked. There's literally a fucking trap hidden under a bush.
Oh, okay.
It's so terrifying.
Okay. I was going to stop at 5 minutes, but I wanted to hear the rest of that story. Y'all hear it? And this is just 5 minutes. There's a 24 and 30-second 911 call that he has with dispatch. This is just 5 minutes in. And you hear him telling his story. He's explaining, he's explaining what happened and all that. And you're still telling me that you're not looking at that and going, okay, this man is having something's up. I'm sorry. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but I'm just saying over and over and over again, you cannot tell me that this young man was 110% sound of mind. It just doesn't make sense to me. We're going to play a little bit more. I'm going to try to move up a little bit here in a second, guys.
Like this place is, I'm so scared.
Okay. So that's just 5 minutes and about 30 seconds in, okay? Give or take a couple seconds, obviously. But you can hear it in his, he's terrified, man. He's terrified. Again, does dispatch give this information aside from the weaponry, what he has and does not have? Do they give that information out? And I'm not sitting here saying that this is all of dispatch's fault. I'm not saying that at all, because no matter what, even if she was like, okay, this is what's up. He's in this location. Car is stuck in this ditch. He can't get out. He has this kind of weaponry on him. Maybe there could have been a little bit more. Seems like he's under the influence of something, or seems like he's having a mental break, or he's paranoid. Whatever it is, please proceed with caution. That could have helped the situation a little bit, but I'm not going to put it all just on the dispatch, because she's not the one that pulled the trigger. Let's keep it real. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times, y'all. 5. Okay? So I'm not going to put it all on the dispatch, because I've heard other dispatch calls where they just don't give a damn. They don't even listen. They don't care. So at least she was listening and caring. But the devil's in the details, y'all. The devil is in the details. And I feel that some of that maybe would have been a little bit different, how they proceeded, how they walked up to him. But I will say this, it's not only on the dispatch, it's on 5-0 themselves too. They could have gone up there. They could have assessed the situation. They could have seen that this young man is obviously something's not right. And they could have proceeded in such a way, but they did not. Instead, they put bullets in this young man, 5 of them. I'm going to play a little bit more. But like I said, I'm not here to totally go in on the dispatch and how dare she and but nah. I'm just saying there's got to be new procedures. There's got to be. We have too many, countless stories of these young men and women that are having mental breaks. Clearly, they're not right. Clearly, they need some help, some assistance, and yet they still end up no longer roaming this earth because police, etc., aren't able to approach the situation, assess the situation, and adjust for that situation. They instantly are put 6 feet under instead of finding another way. And I'm not sitting here saying that they need to find another way right then and there. This is where training, procedure, etc., is implemented way ahead of time. So they already know that they need to switch it up live like that. Boom. We already know. This man is having a mental break. He's holding a tiny knife. He's standing in the middle of the street. He's clearly on something, and he's having a mental break. We need to adjust right now. Boom. It's already ingrained in their training. Not, how do we do this? How are we going to do this? What are we going to do? F that. A lot of this could possibly be solved if there was training for such thing. We're going to play a little bit more, just a tiny bit more. Okay.
Okay.
I love you for being here with me through this. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. We do have officers en route.
Okay.
Can you tell me what kind of car they were driving?
Well,
No.
a white.
Oh, now it wants to be.
What do you call it? A Volkswagen type? No, just not a sedan, but it's got like a hatchback. That's what you call that, right?
Okay.
Right?
A Volkswagen hatchback type?
I can explain the car. It's like the back of the car stays kind of up and rounded, like there's a bigger trunk.
That's a hatchback.
Right, thank you. Okay, so a white hatchback, and I think it was a Mazda. Not 100% certain. Might have been a Mazda. I think like that. That's what I'm remembering. Oh fuck.
Okay.
And the red truck. The red truck's back.
Are there any weapons that you're aware of?
I have a weapon on me. I will throw them out the window as soon as an officer gets here.
Of course, she asks a very important question. Do you have any weapons on you? And he blatantly says, all right, here it is. I got this, and this. I promise you I'll throw them out the car as soon as 5-0 shows up. Mind you, sounds like this young man is hallucinating. Sounds like this young man, again, he's seeing things. He talks about skinwalkers. He's freaking out about cars. Now, are those cars really in the area? I do not know. But he is talking about seeing things. Again, skinwalkers, y'all. Skinwalkers. So clearly something's up. But she does ask him, do you have any weapons on you? He says it straight up. He says, clearly he's holding those things too close to his body or close to his person because he's scared and he doesn't know if these evil entities that are outside of his car are coming for him, so he's holding on to it for protection. Another case in point of somebody having a mental break.
I have 2 knives and a hammer, and a rubber mallet. I guess that's a weapon.
Okay.
And some stones I could throw. I'm not dangerous. I will keep my hands completely visible. I understand that this is a dodgy situation for you guys as well. I really do understand that, and I've never had to do this before, and I will never make this mistake again.
Okay.
Risk my life tonight by doing this, by following this guy back into this tunnel. I'm trapped in
Okay. Yeah, you got stuck in
if I got out of the car, I might be in danger.
Okay. Yeah. Our officers are en route. They should. It could be a minute. Can you still see those people?
Yeah, one of them popped. I can't believe this is happening. So glad I have.
How many are there?
So they just keep coming in and out. All of it. They're
Are they at a house or a building?
Yeah, there's a few houses back here that they kind of group up at. This looks like a fucked up place, man. Like there's a sign that says kids and dogs very welcome. Like, and that's why I kept going. So I'm like, this is so messed up. I have to cure this place. And I got too much of an ego, and I got in over my head. I got in so far in over my head, and I shouldn't be in this random little shitty town off the side of a highway in the middle of the mountains with a full moon. I shouldn't be doing this.
Okay, so clearly you can hear, I mean, we're not going to play the whole entire thing, but you can clearly see that this young man is having some issues. Kim just said here, how does dispatch know this kid wasn't in some hostage situation? That's actually a really good question. You know what I mean? That's a very, very good question. It's like, how do you know if you're not, well, one, how do you know if you're not asking the right questions? But I know that dispatch is not only just talking straight to him. They're on the computer. They're doing their research. They're trying to find the area, so on and so forth. They're also giving out the information. They're dispatching the information to squad cars, to 5-0 that are out there in the streets as well. They're doing multiple things all at the same time. They're multitasking like crazy. You know, they're doing a lot other than just listening to this young man, Christian Glass, talk about skinwalkers and whatnot. They're writing the information, they're asking the questions, and they're trying to zero in on where he is so that they can get dispatched there, or they can dispatch squad cars as quickly as possible over there. So like I said, not here to knock the 911 dispatcher, because it's not all on her. Okay. She did not pull the trigger. She brought those guys up there, and those officers should have assessed the situation better, and they didn't. But that is a good point. You know, maybe she, while she was doing her thing, multitasking and listening to him, maybe she realized, yeah, there is no hostage situation here, or maybe he isn't in dire straits for right now, so on and so forth. But she did ask the questions that needed to be asked, as far as like, okay, where are you? Etc. Do you have any weapons? All that stuff. But you know, she was hearing him, but then again, it's like, it's almost like she was listening to him, but not in some parts. As he rambles and talks about his paranoia and how he's in an area, he says, that's very dodgy. And how he's describing certain things, how he ended up getting fell into that ditch. All right. Or how how his car got stuck in this particular ditch and all that. I mean, it shows that there were some things that were going on. Like, in his mind, something was not right. Something was not right. Even so, and I mean, of course, I'm jumping the gun a little bit because there's something I want to show you guys here as well. Because this is just disturbing to me, in my personal opinion, as well. Sorry, I'm just trying to pull this up. It's being a little bit of the computer is being a bit of a pain. So Christian Glass. Like I'm going to show it to you. I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself because that's just what I do. But I just, you're cop, you show up, the situation, blah blah blah, and the person that you show up to the area that Christian Glass is in. You're discussing things with him, and like I said, I'm getting ahead of myself. But we are going to look at this here shortly. But you show up to the place. Christian Glass is in the car. Maybe you don't have any idea of what's going on, except for knowing that he has small knives, a hammer, and a rubber hammer. Right, 2 small knives, a hammer, and a rubber hammer in his car. You already know the situation about the car being stuck in a ditch, and he needs help to get out. But you show up, and as you're trying to talk to the guy, to Christian, he does this. Now, the reason why I show you guys this photo is because this is Christian Glass. This is from body cam footage. This is a still from the body cam footage. As the 5-0, as the police are trying to have a conversation with him, trying to communicate with him, and all that, which we already know he was heavily paranoid. He was severely paranoid, scared out of his mind, saying that he saw skinwalkers, etc. And he throws up, and as he's talking to 5-0, he's not willing to roll down the windows, etc., because he's so scared. As he's talking to 5-0, he throws up a heart. He makes a heart with his hands. I mean, come on. You look at something like that, and you tell me if this is somebody who is really wanted to do some serious harm on people. You tell me if this was somebody who is okay. He's doing this instead of talking to police. So they say, F it, we're going to break down these windows. Let's just break it down. Something's not right there. Something's not right. To me, in this situation, how this young man is no longer here and the procedure and how we see something, again, like this. And now he had 5 bullets go through his body. To me, the math ain't mathin'. Not at all. So, I know the moment that a lot of y'all have been waiting for is seeing the body cam footage. So, we are going to get into that in just a second. Coming up next, we'll be watching a good portion of the body cam footage. I'll be right back. I wanted to create something that we could wear to start a very important conversation about mental health and remind those that are lost in the dark that we're here to guide them towards the light. Suicide has taken so many of our loved ones, and it needs to stop. My hope is by wearing these t-shirts and hoodies, we can stop these tragedies and start some conversations. Remember, you are not alone. Yes, you are not alone. Please go over to pascalmerch.com and check out our suicide awareness hoodies and t-shirts. Portion of the proceeds is going to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So please go over there and support. We are doing our best to shed some light on a dark subject, on a subject that doesn't really get talked about much at all. So please go check those out in any way you can. Be really appreciated. this month is Suicide Awareness Month. So we're taking it very, very seriously, as we should be taking it seriously 12 months out of the year, right? 24/7, 365 days of the year, we should be taking this situation very, very seriously. So please go check out pascalmerch.com. We have hoodies like this as well, readily available, made by the hands of me and my family. So please go check that out as well. We got hoodies, t-shirts, etc. And yes, this hoodie is available to be ordered right now as we speak. So we got to get into this because obviously there is this is serious. This is disturbing. This footage. And we're not going to watch the whole thing because obviously it is well over an hour and 10 minutes long. But I wanted you guys to see this for yourself. Again, this is a young man that had his whole life ahead of him. And now he is no longer here because of bad choices. Because of very, very bad choices. Now, I will say this. We are not going to be watching we're going to watch everything that goes up, okay? Goes up to the actual moment, but we're going to have to stop at the moment, unfortunately, all right? Because of guidelines and things that we're allowed to and not allowed to do here on this channel and on this platform. So I just wanted to make that abundantly clear so that you guys know what's going on. But I wanted you guys to see a few moments that lead up to that moment, okay? So let's take a look.
Christian, I'm Tim. Dude, we need you to step out to figure out what's going on, okay? No, dude. We're not going to shoot you, but we need you to come here.
Do you need medical? Do you need medical, brother? Well, you said paramedic. You said you want a paramedic, so do you want medical? I don't either. Go get your sticks in case this goes mobile.
You got him for a second?
Yeah. Stop. Take the keys out of the car. Take the keys out of the ignition now. Take the keys out of the ignition. Put them on the dash. Step out of the car. Step out of the car. Step out of the car.
You want the air?
An extraordinary home calls for.
I hate when that happens. I really, really hate when that happens. Of course, I got all these ads to play. 1 second, guys. But as you can see, like, I get it that police are going to have to be stern. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what to expect. They're walking into the situation. They're going, okay, sure, he says that he has these kinds of weapons, but that doesn't automatically mean that he only has those things. Sometimes, a lot of people lie out here in these streets. Let's keep it real. So I get that they're concerned. I'm sorry. I get that they're concerned. But at the same time, though, you look at it and you're going, oh, like, in my mind, I'm going, okay. They're saying, get out of the car. And he's like, nope. He's like, hell no, I ain't moving. Something's not right. But of course, I get it. They're going, we need to get him out of here. We need to get him out of the car as quickly as possible. Let's just do it. Blah, blah, blah. Again, sometimes force isn't the answer to everything. But like I said, I am not a professional, nor am I an expert. Let's go. And it looks like, if I'm correct, do you see that right here? It looks like he didn't even put his the cap on his gas tank on. Interesting, right? That's right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I see it. So in my mind, I'm going, okay, this is either a DUI situation, or something else, right? And I'm not saying just from the gas cap being out here. but something's off. Let's go.
Come out and talk to us.
Come on, dude. We're here to help. We're here to help. Come on, bud.
Please push me out, ram me out, and I'll follow you to a police station.
For what?
Why are we doing this?
You need to step out of the car now. Step out of the car now. That's a lawful order. Step out of the car. You'll be removed from the vehicle. Step out now. You don't need to be terrified. We're out here to try and help you and have a conversation, okay? You crashed your car.
I crashed, yeah.
Okay. What did you take tonight? Any
Okay.
drugs?
Sorry.
So I smoked. I've been.
He said he smoked.
Don't worry about it. Focus on me.
Okay, I'm so scared.
You already said you have weapons in the.
Let me just say this again. He just said, I'm sorry. I'm so scared. I'm scared. This is a young kid. Now, I understand they don't know. They're walking up to the situation. They could be walking into danger. I get that. The whole car could go off, if you get what I'm saying. I get it. I get the concern and paranoia. I don't know. It's just they don't give it. It just seems like they don't give a damn. If I were the parents, and I had to sit and watch this, I'd be absolutely heartbroken. Absolutely 110% heartbroken. Because I would be like, why didn't 5-0 do better? Why not? And this is just a few minutes into this bad boy.
Vehicle. Because you already said you have weapons in the car.
Okay, I'm gonna pass them out. Can I throw them
No, do not throw them out. Do not touch them. Do not reach for them. I want you out of the vehicle now.
I understand that.
Step out. Watch Crossfire in case he reaches for shit.
Gotcha. I'm on B pillar.
Puts his hands out on the dash or on his wheel.
And we'll figure this out, dude.
Roll down the window. Roll down the window.
Have mercy, man.
Roll down the window. I can't hear you. Okay, well, I'm here to talk to you. You need to get out of the car. Step out of the car now. I will break the window. Step out of the car. Step out of the car. Step out of the car.
Zero patience.
(116) Party is not being cooperative and refusing to exit the vehicle.
We got him contained for now.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to
Stop sticks are here. Do we need to start getting the supervisor monitoring on this, or just? You want me to try real quick?
Roll down the window. Will you roll down the window? I can't hear you. Is there damage to that car? Like, did he hit? Is there damage to the vehicle?
You got me. Just make
Yeah.
sure you doesn't accelerate. Looks like you hit the rock pretty hard, knocked the upset off.
Okay, perfect. Just want to make sure we actually have a crash. You need to step out, man. Come out here and talk to me, please. Come on. I can't hear you.
You hear what he's saying there? Do you hear what he's saying right there? Okay. He said my life completely changed last month, and this is a sign. We haven't even finished what he was saying, but something's not right. So what he was saying and how he sounded on 911, on that 911 call, is still the same. Nothing's changed. But 5-0 is just trying to get this done so that they go out and keep, get out on the streets and keep saving other lives. But at the same time, the approach to this situation is trash. Okay? Is absolute trash. Hold on, I got a super chat. Stephanie Tam, thank you so much for the 5 Canadian. Hey, Pascal, off topic, but really you really need to check your mods. Okay, I understand that everyone has opinions, but all people should be treated with respect. I don't know what's going on in the chat, personally, but hopefully everybody's being respectful and being nice and kind and all that stuff. Yes, I get it that there's going to be people with differing opinions, as long as everyone's being good and responsible and open-minded to it, at least to a certain extent, or at least saying their opinions with respect. We should all be good here, okay? But I appreciate you letting me know what's going on. But I know that my mods are fire, and I hope that they're being dope, as they always are. But thank you for letting me know. Everybody, just please be respectful. Every single last one of us. Okay. So anyway, this is what I'm saying. This is the weird thing. How he says, oh, I saw this, this happened. My life changed a month ago. God knows what happened to him a month ago. But at the same time, something obviously is not right here. Something's not right. We'll roll that back just a tiny bit.
Hear you. I can't hear you. I'm trying to get close to hear you. Right now, your vehicle is crashed. You need to step out. You need medical attention.
Yeah, show some love to the mods. They're fire. They're fire. Okay. But yes, everyone be respectful. Everyone be respectful. All right.
I can't hear you. I cannot hear you. Get out of the car now. Open the door and step out.
Back's locked too. I'm not seeing any of those knives.
Put those rocks down. Put them down. Put the rocks down.
Big stick in the back.
Yeah, you got a crystal that would fucking be more fatal than anything else.
What do you want me? You want me here for when he opens, or do you want me out?
Now step out. Open the door. He's got a knife in his fucking seat right there.
His seat. Okay.
Step out of the fucking car now. 161 at gunpoint.
So they're looking at the stuff. They're going, hey, what the heck is this? So on and so forth. I mean, he's not doing anything. Exactly, Carrie. He's praying. What wrong is that? Where's wrong in that? He keeps his hands on the wheels, and he keeps doing this. Hands over on the wheels, showing that there's nothing going on, and he does this. He's not doing anything wrong. In my personal opinion, he's not doing anything wrong. But they came at this situation hot and fresh out the kitchen. They came out the gate, guns blazing, man. Guns blazing. These cops. Zero patience with this guy. They treated him like he was a criminal. Like he broke multiple crimes. When all that happened is, so far that they know, is that his car is stuck in a ditch. And again, this to me is the ongoing question. Why not? Why didn't dispatch step forward and say, yo, this is what's going on. Seems like he's having a mental issue. Something's up, so on and so forth. You see what I'm saying? He could have easily, or they could have easily gone up to the situation and handled this situation a little bit differently. This is only 6 minutes in this hour and 10 minute long body cam footage. And they came with zero patience, zero room to really try to understand. They were ready, like suited and booted, ready to start doing some bad. Ready to just basically rip him out of the car instead of actually sitting down and trying to understand, not sitting down, but you know what I mean, assessing the situation and being proactive in a more suitable way that suits this particular situation. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm not a cop, nor have I ever been in any type of law enforcement or armed forces. But like I said, even I can look at this and go, there could have been a better approach to this situation. He's not right. This could have been done completely differently. I'm going to play a little bit more. We're going to skip up ahead, because there's other cops that do show up, etc., and it doesn't get any better. But I wanted you guys to see the beginning of this, so I'm going to play a little bit more because he has a knife in his lap. Again, I want to say this too. In his lap is the knife. He told dispatch that he had a knife. So did they forget suddenly that he had a knife and that he had these things? That's the other thing. But they see this knife and it goes from 0 to 1,000 real quick. Keep it real. Wait, I'm sorry, my mouse. Keep it real just said that too. Keep it real said you don't have to be a professional or in law enforcement. They're supposed to serve and protect. Exactly. And and I get it. It's a knife. All right. It's a weapon. I get that part. All right. And I know that they don't want to get poked. They don't want any of those kind of issues, but at the same time, I don't know. It's not a firearm. I will say that. All right. It's just so crazy to me. Where is it? Oh, Wintermute. Oh, Strategic. What's up? To shout out to Strategic. But he did a video on this, and I believe he condemned these police actions. Yes. Yeah. Well, that's good. I know that me and Strategic don't see eye to eye on a few things. Not all. I'm not sitting here saying that we don't see eye to eye on a lot of things, but there's a few things that we don't see eye to eye on, especially when it comes to police involved things. So it is nice to hear that he's seeing this and didn't agree with how they approached the situation too, because it's trash. Okay, it's absolute trash in my personal opinion. All right, but let's continue.
Car now. Step out.
Christian, just step
out of the car now.
We can hold here all day if we have to.
Okay, so he ditched the blade.
He ditched it?
Yep, he threw it to the right.
Okay.
Okay.
He said he's got several, though.
Yeah. He had that one, was underneath that big rock that he had in his lap. That's why I didn't see.
He had 2, not several, but okay.
So that's why he's freaking out a little bit about it. I can't tell if he's on something doing or if he hurt himself during this wreck or if it's a mix of the two.
I don't know if it's that or a psych issue or what, dude.
I don't know what it is, dude. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a jerk. But I don't know which one it is. I don't know if it's this, or this. Okay, that's fine. If that's the case, then there's got to be a different approach. There's got to be something else. Clearly, you can tell that this kid is not trying to be violent with you. He's just terrified. If you're sitting there and you're assessing the situation as they just did, bruh, you're looking at it. Clearly, something's not right. He might be under the influence. He might be having a psychiatric situation. I don't know what it is. Okay, fine. Then approach the situation as such. Be cautious, because God forbid, if he lashes out, you still got to be careful with yourself and you got to protect yourself. I get that 100%. But at the same time, you know that something's not right here. So adjust.
Step out.
Please don't. There we go. Come on, Christian. Step out, man. Talk to us and step out, dude.
You got this. I'm going less. I'm going less lethal if you get that window open.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, step out. Step out and talk to us. Keep your hands where I can see them. Okay. Yes, I do. But I need you to step out of the car so we can have this conversation over here, okay? You just had a knife in your lap. Okay. And I appreciate that. But to get us all safe, I need you to step out of the vehicle, get you away from those weapons. Okay, sir? That's it.
I need some with one more person.
For what?
I need one more person.
For what?
To feel safe.
Like another cop?
No, anyone, like anybody.
Okay. Well, they're coming because I just pointed my gun at you. Get out of the car.
Point blank, something's not right with Christian Glass. It's tragic. This whole situation is heartbreaking. He says, I need one more person here before I feel safe. And, let me say this too. James White just said, did not commit any crime. He didn't break any laws so far that I know of. Maybe he might get, a citation for this accident that he had. Maybe. And unless they run, they run a sobriety test on him or something like that, they don't have proof if he's under the influence of anything yet. So, period. He hasn't broken any crimes yet. He hasn't broken any laws, committed any crimes yet. But they're treating him like he has. And he's scared. Whether that's from drugs or from having a mental break. Sad, but we're going to continue here a little bit more, and then I'm going to scoot it up a little bit, okay? We're going to time jump, all right?
Please stop reaching me. Keep your hands on the steering wheel then, and don't fucking move. You reach for anything, we're going to have problems. A mental hospital for what? We haven't even been able to have a conversation with you. That's why I want you out of the car so we can have this conversation safely. Period. That's it.
I'm going to roll that back. But he just said, I want to be taken to a mental hospital. All right. I'm going to roll that back because you can't even write this stuff. He literally just said that. Somewhere around here.
And don't fucking move. You reach for anything, we're going to have problems. A mental hospital for what? We haven't even been able to have a conversation with you.
Okay. So he said, somebody needs to take me to this mental hospital. I'm so concerned. I think he said something. I'm so concerned. Something along the lines of that. Either concerned or scared. Whatever it is. He just said, I need to be taken to a mental hospital. Let me just say this. Let me say this really quick to y'all. I am so sick and tired of this BS. All right. But this happened a couple shows a while ago. A couple weeks ago, I did a show about an OF model, Courtney Clenny. All right, Courtney Taylor, her OF show or her OF account was all right. Has over 1 million followers on her social medias and all this stuff, making buku money online and all that. She unalives her boyfriend, Toby or Christian Obinselli. Okay, Obinselli, in their Miami apartment. She screams that she's going to do something heinous to herself. And they take care of her. She screams like crazy. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do something heinous to myself. So on and so forth. I'm going to Sean Kingston myself, if you know what I'm saying. A little throwback. And they treat her with, she is still on this planet, y'all. I mean, she's now dealing with the case and she's about to go into trial in a couple months. But at the same time, she is on this planet. She is fine. She wasn't gunned down. Nothing happened to her. She lives to fight her case in court, which I totally think she just straight up did it, which we talked about it. And there's new details, which I'll be talking about in another show. But at the same time, this young man says, I need to be sent to a mental hospital. I'm concerned. He says, I'm something. But he says, I need to be sent to a mental hospital. That should trigger anybody. That should be like, oh, there it is. We need to look at him in a different light. Something's not right. And they don't care. The dude he's glossing over what he said. Mental hospital. What are you talking about? We haven't even talked to you yet. This guy's saying something's not right with me right now. I need the help. And they say, no, put that down. We don't know you yet, bruh. We'll decide if you need to go to a mental hospital or not. Jeez. Oh, it's just all right.
You're scared of him nicely. Why are you scared of him nicely? We're not even chat.
That's why I want you out of the car so we can have this conversation safely. Period. That's it.
This is the only way I can be safe. I don't understand.
What are you talking about?
Only way I can be safe.
Show me your hands. Keep your hands up.
Bull. This is some BS, y'all. I'm sorry. This is some BS. Have mercy.
You got him covered?
Yeah,
You got light on him?
No. But I'm trying not to point as much as I can.
Yeah. I want to see if there's any other fucking blades in here.
A little bit of weakness.
I'm not worried about that.
No, I'm just saying what we're thinking. Keys in the so stop sixer. He's got the keys there in the dash.
Yep.
No, man, this is weird.
Yeah. We're probably going to have to remove them now.
Okay.
But we'll wait
Wait
and see
for it,
until
yeah.
Mom gets here.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't have premium. I think I need to start getting premium now. It's official. I think I need to just get premium from this point on. F this. F all this noise. But you saw he starts clapping because somebody else is coming. He's happy about it.
I can't hear you. Come on out. Come talk to me.
He said, good man, thank you. Because somebody else, he said, he needs somebody else there. Okay. He said, good man.
Please listen to us. Keep A. I'm going to take B. That way. Can you open the door, please? Open the door so we can help you, man. You got to open the door. Huh? I can't hear you. Open the door. Christian, unlock the door.
Okay. We're gonna continue on, but I'm gonna move up a little bit. But look at this. Look at this. And you tell me how he's responding. You tell me if this is normal. I don't understand how this turned into what it ended up being. I don't understand why Christian Glass is not on this planet right now, why he's not with his family, why he's not maybe in a mental hospital or speaking to professionals and dealing with whatever mental issues he has going on with him. Why is he not here anymore? I don't get it. It's clear as day that something's not right. He's having a psychotic break, and by getting in his face and all that, it's making it worse. I don't get it. I got a couple super chats I'm going to get to here really, really quick. All right. It doesn't make any sense. Nicole, thank you so much for the 20. I gave you some premium. I will do it. After this show, I'm just gonna get premium from this point on because I'm so tired of these commercial breaks. Real talk. I just especially when I'm trying to go live and everything. So thank you so much for the $20 super chat. I will get the premium. I will get it. I will get it. It's been a long time coming. I will say that. Okay. Avery Shannon, thank you so much for the 5. So much wrong here. Lengthy conversation with dispatch, which should have been relayed. Guns drawn for a call for mental help. This county has a crisis team. I didn't even know that. Of all things. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm still trying to I'm still trying to figure this whole thing out. I just yeah, apparently they stole a penny from you, but I appreciate the support. Seriously, thank you. But it does, Nicole, thank you. But it still doesn't make any sense to me. And we haven't even gotten to the nitty gritty. We haven't gotten down to brass tacks yet. All right. Let's see. Dear Dana, thank you so much for the 5. I am a psychotherapist. Often they will call me call one of us on the scene to de-escalate, or they could have shot in the leg if necessary. So sad. Criminal. Now, I do understand, and like I said, I'm not 5-0, I'm not law enforcement or anything like that, but they do say that even so, you shoot somebody in the leg, you could still hit an artery, etc. I mean, there's still a possibility of someone getting shot in the leg, they could still perish from said gunshot wound. So, from that GSW. So I don't know if it is, if shooting somebody in the leg is the answer to everything. Not saying that your comment is wrong. It's better than getting shot in the chest. It's better than getting shot 5 times. I will say that too, period. But it just, yeah, I mean, you could shoot somebody in the arm, leg, whatever, but they could still perish from those wounds, depending on where the bullet lands, right? So, yeah, it's again, even if you shoot somebody once, because they say, oh, a lot of people, even myself, I've said it before in the past, where I'll be like, oh, they didn't have to pull the trigger that many times. They could have just shot him once. Even so, even one shot can still take somebody's life too, in the body, like in the chest. You know what I mean? It could still take somebody out. It's sad to think that no matter what, there is no answer, as far as bullets. I just wish that there was another way of doing these things where you could take the person down without actually putting that much harm to them. Even tasers. They pull out the taser. He was tased, allegedly, from that report that we read earlier, tased twice. He was tased twice. He was shot with rubber bullets too. Or, bean bags, I think. And still didn't stop the situation. The situation just escalated. But I think things escalated when they started applying force onto him as well. So it's wild. It's really, really wild in my personal opinion. But I do appreciate the comment. Seriously. Winter Mute, thank you so much for being a member for the past 8 months. I really do appreciate it. Love all the hugs to all of the Pascal Show family in the house. P.S. Nobody teaches cops to shoot people in the leg. It is not protocol for training. That's interesting as well. They say, the most mass, you aim for the center of the body. Okay. So that is true. It is that is very true. I think there was another comment here. Let me make sure I don't miss it unless I missed it. No, there's not. Okay. So we're good. We are good. But yes, it is this thing is so crazy. Anyway, we got to continue on. I'm going to scoot up a little bit when the more cops show up to the situation. Let's take a look.
Ultimately, I like to be able to do another vehicle.
See, they get me every time. They get me every single damn time. Man, they got you, and then they do you dirty. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. It's coming. Sorry, guys. But yes, another person does finally show up. Another cop.
After if we get more hands?
Yeah, and then we'll just approach like vehicles. So once we have at least 4, and then obviously we're gonna have to gain entry. So we'll probably go window. Have 2 on lethal in case he reaches for those knives again, and then team up hands and less lethal if we have enough for it.
Just to confirm, after you get more, you want me back there like we're doing vehicle approach. I'm switching to punch and hands off, right?
We'll see what we can end up with. But we're taking whole road now. I just would like to get more light in there too.
Same. I can unlock my car if you want to bring takedown to it.
I don't want to.
I'm gonna scoot up.
You could try, right? His name's Christian.
Christian?
Yep.
Hey, Christian? Will you talk to me? What can you tell me about what's going on? We're trying to help you out. Okay, I see that. I see you're being cooperative. So, you know, the best way that you can help us out is just, you know, by putting away anything that you may have on you, and then allowing us to talk to you outside of the vehicle. That would be the best situation for all of us right now. You know, I see you're doing the heart thing with your hands. Look, we love you too. We just want you to be safe. That's awesome. That's awesome. Where'd you get that?
Can you see me?
I love it.
No, bro. I'll get you good.
I love it. How about this? If we can just get you and only you to come out and talk to us, and I want to see that too. I want to see that rock too. So, so does that sound good? Does that sound good? If we can get you to come out and talk to us? Like this? Okay. Well, you know, it makes it easier if you come out and talk to me in person and you can show me your cool little heart rock. You think we can make that happen?
So this is a little bit different, though. Different approach. Instead of being like, get out of the car. We don't care. Get out of the car. You can tell she's trying to do something. At least is a little bit better of approach. This one, right? This interaction. He's smiling. He's showing. I think he showed her a rock, if I'm correct, or a crystal. He seems okay. You know what I mean? But then, I don't know. At least she's trying, yes.
It's more difficult to talk to you in the car and see your cool heart rock when we're inside the car, when you're inside the car and I'm standing out here.
This the guy?
Yeah.
So,
Do you have a real name yet?
Christian.
so how do you think that we can get you to step out to talk to me? If you don't want to talk to them, you can talk to me. You can just talk to me. It's okay.
Can you turn off your...
I got you. Are you unlocked?
So I'm going to scoot up. I'm going to move up a little bit more.
By to help.
Like I said,
if we're going to come by to help, we'd need to pull you out or something.
You know, you're stuck. So you need somebody to pull you out. Boy, if they can shut that down.
Yeah.
That's
16. You can reach out to him and respond to him. Kill the sirens before they get on scene. Probably just very paranoid.
So, all right, man. Well, how about we take a breath? Have you eaten? When's the last time you ate water? Any of that?
Ask him if he likes beef jerky. I got some in my truck.
You need some food or drink? You need some food? Do you smoke cigarettes or anything? You do smoke? Bad habit, but if you need a cigarette, we might have to talk, huh? You need a cigarette?
Okay, trying to lure him out. They're trying to lure him out. Hey, you want some food? You want a cigarette? You need some water? You know, and I feel like in a way that maybe by them, if he was like, yeah, you know, I'll take some food or I'll take some water or something like that, that maybe they'll be able to grab him, right? If he opens the window just big enough, right? Or if he cracks open the door just enough, maybe they'll be able to get their hands on the door and rip it open and get him out of the car. That could be an approach, and maybe that's what he's trying to do here. But obviously, he's trying to level with Christian, and like I said, it's a different approach than the other two cops that started this whole thing. But like I said, it doesn't end well. They try to have a human moment with this young man, but it still ends up terrible. Still ends up in tragedy.
It's not menthol. Or do you like menthol? You don't care, huh?
Smoke.
All right. We've got a cigarette.
I quit too.
What about you? Do you chew?
I get better too.
I got you.
See, another just human moment. You know what I mean? Just another human moment. But still, again, it doesn't end good.
Just a couple sticks, and then obviously the pocket knives.
Shroom with mud water and change your life.
Hamburger. So annoying. There we go.
Within hands reach as well.
Okay, hold on. I gotta we're gonna go into that here in a second. But I got a couple more. Okay, Stephanie Tam. All right, because I'm not trying to start any drama with everybody here. I'm not, okay? But I do appreciate the 5 Canadian. I'm sure I'm not going to get more hate for this, but not all mods are worth respectful today. Okay, well, thank you so much for letting me know that. I'm sure whatever's going on will be figured out, hopefully. I don't know what's going on because I'm not watching the chat like that, but I appreciate you letting me know what's going on. But my mods are dope. They do the best they can to be as respectful as they possibly can be. But I do appreciate you letting me know this. Yeah, let's talk about things that are not that, and talk about things that are going on in this particular story in this case that we're talking about right here. Okay. Again, appreciate the mods. Appreciate all y'all for doing what you're doing. Keep holding it down. Just everybody keep being respectful. All right. That's all I can say because I don't know what's going on. Okay. So just be respectful on everybody. Okay. All right. Let's continue with the show. All right.
Relax. That make you feel better? All right. You don't have anything in there that's going to hurt us, and you don't want to hurt us. It's a big hard rock, but you don't want to break it either. Is that a special rock to you? What kind of crystal is it?
See, now what's interesting to me about this situation too is that they're having a conversation with him right now. So how does it go from, is this 34 minutes, about 35 minutes into this body cam footage? Because this is just one long clip. There's no cutting of it or anything like that. So how does it go from them going, you like smoking menthols? You like this, and this? Looks like a nice rock. You know, at first it was get out of the damn car. These cops come up. They try to show a little bit of humility. They try to be human with him, try to level with him, trying to calm him down, right? So they did that. But how does it go from that all the way back to the tragedy that we got to? It just doesn't make sense to me. It just doesn't.
Is it just farts? How old are you anyway? Christian. Hey, Christian, how old are you anyway?
Oh, and I will say this, though, too. Them talking to him like this is also another tactic. Don't get me wrong. Yes, they're giving him kindness right now, but it's also distracting him. Why? The other cops can go around, see what's going, assess the environment inside of the car, see if there's anything going on in the car, if there's anything that could go off, if you get what I'm saying, if there's other weapons, if there's a gun, if there's more than just one knife or just two knives that he said in the dispatch thing, and the hammer and the rubber hammer. If there's more than that kind of thing, if there's maybe somebody in the back of the car, that there's so many different things that they're doing while this particular cop is playing nice guy, playing good cop, while they go around and they investigate. So I get that part too. Okay. I get that. Or try to get him catch him off guard. Maybe be able to break open the window or crack the door, something. Right? So I get what the cop is doing here. All right. Not only is he trying to calm him down, but he's also trying to keep him focused on him so that they can approach, they can attack, do whatever it is that they need to do. Let's keep it real. But Albus, wow, Albus, ooh, thank you so very much. He just gifted 10 people with memberships. Wow, Albus, thank you, Dumbledore. Thank you, Albus. I really do appreciate it, man. Thank you so very, very much. Wow, I see a bunch of people who just turned into members. Judy Barton, Vanilla Shortbread, Natasha Brown, Amanda, Latajla, Hugasal, I think. Man, welcome all to the family, guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome to the family, y'all. Man, that's incredible. Thank you. Thank you, Albus. I really do appreciate that, man. Thank you. But yes, I feel like he's just distracting him so that not only calm him down, but also the cops can go around and check things out without him freaking out. That's what I think. I'm going to skip ahead, though.
Just watch cross on that.
Look, is that an amethyst? That's a damn big piece. Can I see it?
And he knows rocks. And this cop knows rocks.
Christian, can I see it? Can I turn on my light on it? Get a little light into it? Damn. That's a nice piece of amethyst.
See? Talking to him. You see what I'm saying? Being respectful. But I also know that this is another tactic. Okay? I'm going to jump ahead, though.
Where'd you get it? Okay, press on your brakes then, all right?
He's right here. He might not have power. Probably does.
Very good.
Yeah, they offered me a smoke after that last incident up there, so a lot of them still smoke.
Unless this my boy Meyer, that's so good. I don't know.
That might be a good piece of rapport.
What's that?
Just the smoke.
Yep.
I got a soda pop if he wants it. And beef jerky.
Scooting up a little bit more, guys. Sorry. Come on. Let's see. Okay. It's back.
That's negative. That's weird.
Oh, you stupid. I hate this so much. I promise I'm doing premium from this point on. I'm doing premium, dag nabbit. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hold on. I'm getting to it. I promise. Hold on. I see the comments. I'm just trying to get this thing back up and running because it's being a pain. It's now not wanting to play. I'll show it to you guys. See? Boom. See? It's not wanting to play now. There it is. But real quick, let me see this. Nicole, wow, thank you so much. Wow, Nicole, thank you so much for gifting 10 members. Wow, y'all, 10 memberships. So 10 more members. Wow, y'all are, wow, that's incredible. Thank you. Wow, man. Thank you. Okay. And the thing is, I heard that same thing too, Aaron. Okay. That you could still get commercials on premium though too. So that's one of the reasons why I've been like, what's the point if you still get commercial breaks, in that stuff? But it is what it is. I will be switching over after this show for sure.
Door opening kits.
Yeah, the punches are only option for.
All right.
Hold on.
Christian, look over at me just a quick second. I just want to look at your eyes, see if you're okay. All right.
So he just basically kind of goes in a catatonic state.
Out of my truck because I just got it fixed. So door opening kits.
Yeah, the punches are only option for access.
If we go that way,
it's so crazy.
Do you think?
Because that's gonna hurt less if we do it without a baton. If I can get this piece of equipment out of here, I just need someone to.
So they're just like F it. It's like he just kind of goes off and starts. I don't know, maybe meditate. I don't know what it is, but he just almost shuts off. So they're just like F it. We gotta open up this. We gotta just get this thing. Like we need to get him out of the car. Let's just go. So they tried, but then they didn't try. You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird, right, Shay? I agree. WTF? What in the hell? Okay, what the hell? All right, I don't get it. To me, it goes from 0 to 1,000. At first, it's like get out of the car. Then they say, "Hey, you want some cigarettes? Let me see that stone. Wow, that rock looks really pretty. That's dope." To, well, he's shutting off. Let's just force him out of the car. Let's just do it. We already tried the nice guy route. It's not working anymore. So let's just get him the F out so we can move on and save some more lives, right? Get a kitten down from a tree type situation. I just don't get it. To me, I don't get it. But I don't know yet. We're going to continue watching. We're going to jump through though and see more. But real quick, I do have a super chat I just saw. Let me see that. Viola, thank you so much for the 109 SEK. Thank you so much. I don't know what SEK is. Maybe somebody knows what it is. But Viola, I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Love you and all you do. Thank you so much. I love you back. Okay. And without you guys watching the show, being a part of the show and supporting the show and super chatting and gifting, like Nicole just gifted 5 more members. Without you guys, I wouldn't be doing this. Okay. I'd be lost. This room would be dark. Okay. There would be no lights in this room. Okay. So you guys really do keep the lights on. And so thank you so very, very, very much to Viola. Thank you. And of course to Nicole again for gifting again. Wow. This is incredible. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Shay's okay. Shay, if you say, shout out to the mods real quick, because Shay's a mod as well. Shout out to the mods. Keep holding it down. You guys have been incredible and all that. I appreciate you all always holding it down, period. All right. I appreciate you guys. But yes, she says premium is worth it. I'm gonna look into it. Okay. I will look into it. I mean, I'm gonna just get it and just be done with it. But I will for real. Lean into it a little bit more. All right. I will be premium from this point on. Viola, thank you again for the 109. She says Svenska Kroner. Oh, okay. Moni from Sweden. Moni. I got you. Thank you so much. So it's Kroners. Thank you. Thank you for the 109 kroner. I do appreciate it. Thank you so very much, sweetheart. I appreciate it. But my Lord, again, with another 5. Thank you, Nicole. Wow. Thank you so very much. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. Thank you. I really do appreciate it, Nicole. Give Nicole a whole bunch of heart emojis and all that. That really does. I really do appreciate it. And you know, for a fact, all the people that have just become members are really appreciating it too. I know that without a shadow of a doubt. I do appreciate it. LB, thank you so much for the $2. Amethyst helped to calm my anxiety. Yes, amethyst. Because that's what the cop said. He's like, is that an amethyst? And I'm like, oh, he knows his rocks. He knows his crystals. That's what's up, though. But he was at least trying to talk, right? Like he was at least trying to get him to calm down. And he had it with him in his hand, in his lap, but they were looking at him as if they were looking at that crystal like it could be a potential fatal. It's like a fatal use it to take somebody out, basically, right? A fatal weapon. And it just doesn't make sense to me. All right. It just doesn't make any sense to me. They tried, and then they said, F it. Let's just open up these. Let's just crack this thing open. F it. Again, Nicole, thank you again with another 5 memberships. Oh my Lord. Yo, thank you. Man, Hamburger. Thank you. This is incredible. Thank you so much for 5 more members. Wow. This is crazy. Yeah, Shay. The chat is lit. Okay. Every day we lit. Okay. Wow. Have mercy. It's throwing me off from telling the stories for your day, for your Saturday. But let me get back into this. But this is wild. Thank you so much. My Lord. Hold up. Now that makes me wonder. Wow. Man, memberships are knucking futs. Thank you so much. Again, thank you. So let's continue here because we got to get to the end here.
Take a spot for a second so I can find it.
Punch?
Yeah, I got one in here somewhere.
Which one you going to take?
I think
probably that one. Pop it, rake it.
We had 2 window punches.
Yeah.
One on each corner.
we can use baton on past here.
If we need to
go that route. Punch is going to work better than that.
Hey, Christian, can you step out, man, so we could have the medics take a look at you for medical purposes?
Yeah.
Can you just come and check out the ambulance? You want to do that? Can we do that?
We're going to walk away from you, all right?
That's another attempt.
Can you come out with me? I'll take you to the ambulance. Get you checked out. Can you unlock your car so we can help you? Please?
I don't know if this one will do.
Christian.
With the
rocks.
crystals, rocks, and then he's got several knives in there and hammers that are been raked.
We don't get indication as far as.
Now, they keep saying several knives. I don't know if that's really true or not. He said he only had 2 knives and a rubber hammer and a hammer. There could be several knives in there, but from what he said, I don't know. In that 911 call, he said one thing. So this is strange. It's just strange. And yeah, keep it real. I just saw that your comment here. 45 minutes later, they finally got an ambulance to make this make sense. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. And then Nicole, again, thank you again for 5 more memberships. Wow, thank you so much. Have mercy. Thank you so very, very much. I really do appreciate it. And I'm sure everybody that is watching right now that have become members so far are going to appreciate it as well. So thank you so much, Nicole. Shoot, that's crazy. Thank you so much for the support. But okay. But yes, it doesn't make sense that one moment it was, they've done everything so far. Okay. They've tried a lot of things. I will say that. But still, ambulance finally shows up now. Why didn't the ambulance show up way earlier? It just doesn't make sense to me. Once they started to see that this young man was not okay, that something was up, I feel like ambulance should have already been there, in my personal opinion. There should have been other professionals there as well. But like I said, they do have this option in that county, allegedly from a super chat that was just read a little while ago. So why didn't this get figured out back? Why didn't they bring that person out or those professionals out to assess the situation with these cops to try to lure Christian Glass out of here safely?
Christian, can you come step out so we can get you checked out by the medics?
None of you guys smoke? No. Okay.
Need a cig.
Hey,
Some of my best.
you want a soda pop?
Some of my best.
Let's go get it.
Come on out, I'll give you a cigarette.
I got a water.
You want a soda pop?
We
Some
got
water?
that. He's got a thermos full of water. So, do you see somebody here you talk to, man?
Mom, talk to us. Come on.
That's-
Come on out and talk to us.
Okay.
Okay? We're here to help you.
More cops.
What's in this help?
A crystal.
Big crystal.
Yeah. Like an amethyst crystal.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's energy.
Yeah.
So they know what's going on. They already know what these rocks are, man. I mean, it is Colorado. Let's not forget.
Has he made threats to himself?
Barely talking.
When we got here, he was kind of manic, and then now he's starting to do the nod off.
Christian, do you want a soda pop? You want that soda? Step out. Let's go get it. It's in my car. We got to go. Come on.
And just goes into a blank stare again.
Well, I'm all out of ideas.
Yeah.
Christian. Hey.
I mean, this guy's not right. Let's keep it real.
So he's listening.
Right. Just the exception of the one thing we need.
Let's skip up a little bit, guys. Oh, come on. This is what I hate about this stuff. The internets. Come on, internets. There we go.
You have a drink in their car?
Right. He has one in his lap.
He's got one in his lap.
Ah, golly. They really monetized the heck out of this stuff. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. But again, what say you guys? What are your thoughts on this so far? Do you agree with this? Do you think that they tried everything that they could? Did they exhaust every option that they could? Or do you disagree? Do you think that there could have been a better approach to this situation? Definitely comment in the comment down below. And I think Nicole just gifted us another 5. I think I looked away, came back. I think that's what happened. Again, thank you so very, very much. I really do appreciate it, Nicole. Thank you so much. I'm gonna try to see if I can open up the phone lines for some phone calls here in a little bit if we have enough time. If we do, but we will see. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people saying no. Nicole just said premium heading to your show soon. Yep. As long as if I'm still getting commercials though, I ain't with it. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna turn it off if it don't work. But I will give it I will give it the old college try. Okay. But let's continue here.
In his hand. Watch crossfire. Watch crossfire.
Okay, hold on.
You guys want to come on? Tap in.
Might as well take it now while he's
now.
got his butt to you.
Go. Hey, we're popping.
So this is when they start. This is when they start trying to break the window. All right, they have like a little device. They're trying to break the window so they can get in there and get him out. But so far, I mean, they've tried everything, and yeah, I mean, I've seen other scenarios that have ended faster and tragically and faster. I will say that. So this is crazy. But let's take a look.
Oh, this ain't working.
And it ain't working.
Knife in his hand. Knife in his hand. Watch crossfire. Watch crossfire.
We're not going to watch. I will say this. We're not going to show the actual shooting, okay? The incident, the moment. But I wanted you guys to see what leads up to it, okay? I just want to make that abundantly clear.
You guys want to come on this side? We got 2 over there still. Do we just want to pop this now? Yeah.
Let's grab a left.
You want Taylor or Shotty? Yeah. I'll be right back. Stop reaching, buddy. Hey, no.
Put it down.
That's a no-go, man. Drop it.
I want to point this out one more time. I want to point this out because I didn't show it earlier because I skipped through some of this stuff. One of the female cops asked him, "How big are these knives that you have in your car?" And he literally was just like this. He just said like this big. Now I understand a knife that big can do a lot of damage. Okay, it doesn't matter. A knife can do damage to a person's body, and I get them being very cautious and being concerned. But I will say this: it's a knife. They're backing up and going, "Whoa, buddy!" Windows are closed, mind you. Windows are closed, and I get that they're backing up because they're trying to get they're trying to get their sights on. They're trying to get aim. They're trying to put, have their guns pointed at this young man, etc. I get all that stuff, but at the same time, what in the hell? Why are they responding to this as if he has something that could go off or something that can go off? It just seems weird to me. But Albus, thank you so much for the 200. Can we call your parents? How hard is that? And my membership announcement was lost. Oh, he just fought for 10 years of depression. He needed a chance at a happy life. I totally agree, Albus. I guess, did you do another one? I thought I said thank you, Albus. Unless you did another one. I guess you did another 10, Albus? Am I correct? If that's the case, then, I guess you did. Albus, thank you. Thank you for the 10. Thank you for 10. He just gifted 10 more memberships. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so very, very much. But like I said, he's right when he said, why haven't they tried calling the parents to maybe calm him down? Maybe they could have said they were having long dialogue with him. So why couldn't they sit there and say, hey, what's your mom's phone number? Give me your mom's phone number. We're going to call your mom really quick and see if she could talk you down and talk you out of this car so on and so forth, right? Then he did say that he was battling with depression for a long time, and that he started to start feeling better. I don't know. There was so many other ways that this could have gone, and it went the way that it did. Albus, thank you so much for the 100. They shot a scared praying man. 5 armed cops surround a praying man who is scared, is heartbreaking, sick, knuckin' futs. Absolutely knuckin' futs, man. It is knuckin' futs. They did try things. It's not like they just went there and were like, force, you know what I mean? Like, get out of the car. You know what I mean? They didn't only do that. They tried other ways, but then they just stopped and they said, F it. He's checking out. He's clearly, his mind is trailing off into something else. Let's just break open the window and get him out of the car so we can get this done, so we can go home and, so we can get out of here and get our coffee and donuts. I don't know. I just feel like there was not they didn't do enough, and there could have been more done to this situation. But I digress. Let's continue. Let's get to almost to the moment. Like I said, I'm not going to show the moment, but we already know what happens. Okay.
I could maybe pop it with the beanbag too. Come on, buddy. Please listen to us. Randy, you get an asp on you? I can possibly pop a window with a beanbag too if we absolutely have to.
Maybe your big ass can do it, huh?
Also, see, Party has a knife back in his hand. Just refuse to put it back down.
Let's scoot up a little bit.
We can slow it down a little still.
So the device that they're trying to open up the window or crack the window open is not working at all. Okay. So they're going to try other uses of force to break this window open. But I'm going to say this. Them doing this is not helping. Them doing this is not helping this kid. This kid is freaking out. Them trying to break open the window is not making the situation better for him. It's not calming him down. It's amping him up. Now he thinks, and remember earlier in the 911 call, he did say stuff about Skinwalkers and the extreme paranoia that he had coursing through his brain. All right, as he's on that 911 call, the paranoia is real. So he's on here, and now these guys are trying to break open the window. You just see what I'm saying? What's going on here? What's up? I get trying to get him out so they can keep him moving. Oh, they're like, it's been, I'm sure they're going, man, we've been here for almost an hour and still nothing. We need to nip this in the bud. Let's wrap it up. Be orchestral music. You know what I mean? Get him off the stage. I get all that, but at the same time, there's got to be a better way of approaching the situation. Period.
Hey, brother, can you see what that case is right there with that race car on? Is that some type of medicine, like insulin or something?
It's got a mess involved with his right leg. It's pretty empty.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he took.
Christian? Hey, Christian?
Christian, we're trying to help you, all right? We can't help you if you have that knife around you. You just don't pick them up, all right?
See if we can throw that knife back.
How's that evidence? Go and throw your knife in the back, Christian.
You put the knife in the back seat.
And of course, he's not complying. He's not willing to do that, which is obviously not great, making the situation even worse. But still, at the end of it all, it could have been a better approach. Let's continue.
You want to take a breath? All right. You want to slow down, take a breath for us?
For the door.
Let's slow down, take a breath. All right, man? First off, throw the knife in the back seat for me. Hold your crystal. Hold your amethyst, man. I guarantee you, you're not going to lose that. That's a nice piece. It means a lot to you.
I mean, this cop is doing what he needs to do, but he's at least coming at him with some sort of kindness and some sort of respect and trying to talk to him in a calm manner rather than screaming at the dude, right?
Take a deep breath from me, Christian.
And just pleading with him, trying to get him to throw the knife in the back, but this kid is scared.
Deep breath. Helps a little bit, doesn't it? All right. One more, please. One more deep breath, Christian. All right. Okay. You know what I'm going to do for you now? Christian, I'm going to take a deep breath myself, okay? We're going to take one more. Do me a favor, take that knife, lay it in the back seat for me. Okay? So you don't make us nervous. All right, go ahead and do that for me, would you?
Cops on the hood of the car.
One more favor, Christian. Go ahead and just unlock the door for me. Just push it. Give it a push. I know, and I tell you what, you give it a push, you're going to feel safer. I know you don't feel safe, but just give it a push, okay? Reach down and lock the door.
I'm going to scoot up a little bit.
Get you a cigarette. Can we do this? You can't get it done yet? I can't hear you. You can't open your door? That's not going to help. Christian, do me a favor. Throw that knife on the floor, okay?
Here, offer him your pen.
You need a better pen? You want a marker? You got a Sharpie. It won't come off.
Okay, I'm scooting up a little bit more.
Paper. Talk to you, so I'm going, since you say the doors won't unlock, I have to break the window.
Ultimately, probably going to just be an M1 situation.
Right. I have to.
That's why we slowed down.
Can I break your window?
Because on its face, we have.
Push the button.
You know.
Try it one more time. Then I'm gonna have to break the window. You don't want me to break your window, right? I don't want to break your window. But if you push the button one more time, we might not have to. Okay? What about if you pull the handle twice? Christian. Okay, pull the handle twice. Just pull on the handle twice. For me, all right? Right now. Okay? Just pull on that handle.
Try it again, okay? Try it again, see if we can get you out, okay? One more time.
Pull on the handle, man.
Come on, Christian. Do us a favor, okay? Try that one more time. You can do it. Come on. Come on, dude. Hit the lock. Let's open up the door.
I'm scooting up a little bit more.
The night off. Christian, can you break the window this way?
If you want to try and pop that side to get this side unlocked.
Are you cute?
That'll work, okay.
Yeah.
I can do it for the paper too. You want to do it? Yeah. You want shouty?
I'm going to keep his attention here.
I got knife. Just the 2 rocks in his hand so far.
116 will be forcing entry.
Got the knife. Drop
Knife.
it, buddy. Hey,
Watch out.
hey,
Watch
hey.
crossfire. Watch crossfire. Trooper on me. On me. On me.
Drop that knife.
Drop the fucking knife.
Okay. This is when it gets really bad. But obviously, we're not going to show all of this. I'm going to play a few more seconds and then I'm going to stop. Okay. But they broke the window. He gets scared. In my personal opinion, he gets frightened. So, and he's already paranoid. And you see what I'm saying? This is just not, the approach is wrong in my personal opinion. But let me just play a little bit more.
Drop the knife, Christian. It's in his fucking hand, Chief.
Okay. Taser from over there. Christian, right here. Look at this.
Doing, you still got beanbags?
Yep.
Get that knife out of his fucking hand. Impact, impact, impact. Not dropping it. Drop it, Christian! Drop it, Christian! Take it back. Don't do it, Christian!
Okay. That's all. I'm stopping right there. Because personally, I can't play any more of that myself. I personally can't do it. But, and also for those y'all out here, it's just disturbing, right? Now, you see everything that has transpired, all the things that got all kind of broken down and all that. And for me, I look at this and I see procedure was all wrong. Near the end, I feel like it was impatience rather than understanding. And I'm not going to say all the cops. That older officer, clearly been around, seen some things, was a little bit more understanding and a little bit more patient with this young man. But those younger cops, those other cops that were there, they're like, let's just get it over with. But there were other things that they could have done. In this situation, impatience trumped understanding. Impatience, is that even a word? Well, you know what I mean. Lack of patience, I'll say that again, trumped understanding. So now you have a 22-year-old man, 22-year-old young man, no longer walking this earth, a family grieving, a family absolutely upset and torn apart because their bundle of joy their own creation is no longer here. The kid was terrified. The kid was absolutely terrified. Again, I am not an expert, but I feel like there had to have been another way where no one would get hurt and everyone can keep going on fighting another day. I got a super chat here real quick. JPG, thank you so much for the 10. So sad knowing in his state of mind, he thinks skinwalkers are out to get him. He is unsure who is human or not in his brain. Quite sad. Just afraid and in need of serious help. Sigh. And I'm glad JPG said this too, because it does bring back something that he did say. He did say in that video or in the when those cops showed up, he did say, I need to go to a mental hospital. I'm concerned. He did say multiple times, I'm scared. I'm frightened. He made it abundantly clear that he was not cool with the environment that was presented in front of him. He even said it in the dispatch, 911 dispatch call. He made it abundantly clear that he was scared. He made it abundantly clear that something was not right, that he may have been a little bit off, whether it was him being high or him having a mental break. Regardless, this young man could still be on this planet if they just pricked up their ears and actually listened to the situation. There's more.
Deputy in June after he called for help. During a
closer look at the autopsy results in the death of Christian Glass.
The 22-year-old was shot and killed by a Clear Creek County Sheriff's deputy in June after he called for help. During a press conference yesterday, his parents called for the deputies involved in the shooting to be prosecuted. They also commented that they knew their son's autopsy might show drugs in his system. Our Mountain Newsroom reporter Spencer Wilson dug into the toxicology report with some medical experts. And Spencer, a few drugs did show up in that autopsy report.
That's right, mostly THC and then amphetamines. But his parents' story of why amphetamines would show up was talked about yesterday. And when I spoke with that toxicologist today, he said the parents' story, likely true.
Someone tase him!
June 10th, Christian Glass is shot and killed by a deputy in Silver Plume after stalling his car on a rock and calling 911 for help. Glass had 2 knives on him and tried to throw them out the window, but was told not to. Glass refuses to leave the vehicle. He eventually grabs one of the knives while officers break his passenger window. They tase him, shoot him with beanbag rounds, and he swings his arm wildly holding the knife. Officers shoot him. Questions are now being raised on why the responding officers were so intent to get him out of the car in the first place if he had not committed a crime, which the State Patrol over dispatch tries to clarify with responding officers.
If there's no crime and he's not suicidal, homicidal, or a great danger, then there's no reason to contact him. Is there a medical issue that we're not aware of?
The responding officers make allusions to Glass being under the influence of something. The autopsy report shows, yes, there were drugs in his system. I spoke with a professor of toxicology, Andrew Monty, about what they found. First, ethanol, but our professor says there's not enough to matter here. Next, THC. He says it's clear Glass smoked marijuana shortly before he was killed that night.
I see. He smoked Mary Jane. Okay? He smoked a little bit. And one thing I also want to point out, too, in this report, they said as well, they told him not to throw out. They told him to throw the knives out of the car, but then as he was going to throw them out of the car, they told him not to. That's a bit confusing, don't you think? So he had some weed in his system. Okay, that can alter your state of mind for sure. Absolutely. That's why it's weed, right? But I think that there's more to this than just Mary Jane, in my personal opinion. But let's continue.
This being elevated, suggesting that he used recently. This doesn't suggest that he used way more than would be typical of anybody smoking, of which 30% of our population does on a monthly basis.
And amphetamines, which some might take as meth, but Monty says don't get those confused.
This does not look like it's methamphetamine. This does look like it's amphetamine, which again is a prescription medication.
That matches what Glass's parents told us yesterday, that their son was known to smoke pot and that he was diagnosed with ADHD and was taking medication for it, like Adderall or Ritalin. Now, whether or not the drugs in Glass's system played a significant part of what unfolded is up to interpretation, but it's one piece of this puzzle.
Cannabis has been shown to increase levels of anxiety, depression, and psychosis. Even
paranoia.
Regular use can do that. So, I think it's important for users to understand that it can affect mental health.
Now, we've yet to hear back from the Clear Creek County Sheriff's Office, but when we do, we will let you know. Live from the Mountain Newsroom, Spencer.
All right. And yes, Annie T just said wait, no. Yeah, can cause hallucinations and psychosis. Yes. He could have been on Adderall, he could have been on Ritalin. I mean, there's so many different things he could have been on that were, that he was prescribed. Someone just said something and I just lost that thing. Allegra just said flour and ADHD meds do not cause this. I mean, I could see like a mixture of those things, probably not. But I can see someone getting hella paranoid if they smoked something that was strong. Paranoia does happen with weed, especially if you take something you take a lot of it, or if it's something super strong. And I mean, he's in Colorado. I mean, that stuff out in Colorado, I can only imagine is just, I'm sure, strong as hell, potent as hell. So if he smoked and he was a little paranoid, then on top of that, add to his own mental health issues that he was having that maybe had not been diagnosed at all. He was maybe self-medicating, trying to deal with his own depression, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah. I mean, shoot. You add all that into something, that's going to be a very bad concoction. Bad chemicals coursing through your veins. So I'm not surprised that he had this kind of reaction. He was already not in a good mental state or mental space to begin with. And he was self-medicating. He had his Ritalin or his ADHD medication. But you add depression, you add paranoia already. I mean, let's be real, y'all. Okay? Don't smoke if you're already having some serious anxiety. If you're already really paranoid already, and then you add weed into that also causes paranoia, it's not going to be a good ride. I will tell you that. It's not going to be a good ride. Then you got also that's the same thing. Where is that? Y'all are commenting, and it's beautiful. I do appreciate all y'all putting in the conversation. Elizabeth Gregory just said, and then put crystals on top of it. Just saying. Clearly he was, and then he was clutching that to his chest. He was holding on to that. He was praying, etc. He showed so many signs of absolute paranoia, anxiety, you name it. He was going through some serious stuff. For some odd reason, police showed up, did not give a damn. Then the second round of police show up. They show a little bit more compassion, right? They show that they're, empathizing and trying to level with the guy. And it may be a tactic. It may not be, good cop, bad cop type of thing, right? But nonetheless, they were trying to calm him down. But by them just revving things up quickly and just going smashing the windows and just going after him like that didn't make the situation any better. But again, they asked him to throw the stuff out of the car. He was about to throw the things out of the car, and they said, no, don't throw the things out of the car. It's confusing. It's very, very confusing. And incredibly heartbreaking. Because again, you got somebody out here that was having a mental break, having a mental crisis, and the police did not know how to successfully handle that situation. Now, I understand that the family is very, very upset. Understandably, they want justice for themselves. They want justice for themselves. They feel that the officer should be the officer that actually pulled the trigger, should be charged in this young man's passing. And I say, damn right. I don't think any of that should have happened. Yes, there should have been, I feel like there should have been some sort of force. A little bit. They got to get him out of the car. But did it have to be deadly force? I don't agree. This young man had a knife. A knife. Let me just say that. So, I do not know. It's very, very sad. Hold on. I did read yours. Oh, no, I did not. Let me get to that one. Avery Shannon, thank you so much for the 5. I watched it in full. He never got out of the vehicle or lowered his window after they aimed at him. One cop says, "What did we do? He wasn't a threat." Yep. Of course, I can't play the rest of it, unfortunately, because there's guidelines and rules and stuff like that. I'm sure this video will be shadowed and all that crap too. But I wanted to bring this up and talk to you guys about it because this is such a it's a heartbreaking situation. This is just messed up, and the police needs to find a way to do better. Period. They need to find a way to do better. They most definitely do. Yeah, they definitely need to do a whole lot better. But anyway, guys, I mean, of course, I've been on for a long while. This is just a sad one. It doesn't make any sense what happened to this young man. We see these kinds of stories. This is a tale as old as time. Let's keep it real. There's always some cop or somebody in law enforcement that has an itchy finger and pulls before they think, pulls before they react, pulls the trigger before they even think about any of the other options and other possibilities of helping or assessing the situation in a better way, approaching the situation in a better way. There needs to be more policies. There needs to be new approaches to the way 5-0 approaches situations. A lot of these situations can be de-escalated in a non-violent way or a non-death way. That's what I think. I get it. 5-0, hey, I have videos where I've literally said, hey, 5-0 had to do what they did. They did what they had to do. He had a right to do what he did, so on and so forth. So I'm never sitting there trying to bash police or say that they're terrible, whatever. Because I do understand every situation's different than the next. But there are a lot of stories like this where you have a young man or a young woman lashing out. Either they're under the influence of something or they're having a mental crisis, and 5-0 still takes them, lays them to the ground without even looking at the situation. There's got to be more of that, more assessment, more training, proper training. And I saw somebody say that in the comments that some other line of practices, okay, or other lines of jobs that are in this closely or near this field have more training sometimes than the cops. That's not how it should be. It's supposed to be serve and protect, like somebody else said in a comment in a super chat. It's supposed to be serve and protect, not maim and unalive. So I'm hoping that they're looking at this. And it's like, that's what's so frustrating about this, y'all. That's what's so frustrating about this. Because I feel like I say this a lot. All the way from George Floyd to Ahmaud Arbery. I mean, that had nothing to do with police, but I just keep thinking that, okay, they're going to look at this, the future. The future law enforcement are going to look at the mistakes of the past and they're going to do better. And I keep wondering, Are they really doing anything to do better, to change policies, to change procedure? Again, what happened to Christian Glass has happened multiple times. And then it becomes a YouTube video, or it becomes a huge topic of the month, and we all talk about it, and we're all going, clutch my pearls, how dare they? Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Hashtag justice for, and then what happens? Maybe that cop gets a slap on the wrist, or they end up working on a desk for a few years, or they get sent to a whole other precinct. They just move the problem away, but they never address the issue. So that's the question I leave to this. Are they going to learn from this? Are we all going to learn from this? Or are we just going to keep on keeping on with the regular status quo that we've been having forever? You look at something like George Floyd, for example. Has anything changed? We still have young men and women getting put 6 feet under out here in these streets. Case in point right here. By using excessive force. When are we going to learn? And when are we going to apply those mistakes from learning those mistakes and actually apply those to future incidents? That's the question I leave to you guys. And then I look at that precinct. What are they going to do? Because I get it. They back their own. They take care of their boys, brothers and sisters in blue. But this should not have happened. As that super chat was said earlier, that should not have happened. And yet, it still did. So what are they going to do? Are they going to reprimand the cop that pulled the trigger? Are they going to watch that body cam footage and go through it, making sure that they have everything figured out so that this doesn't happen ever again? Are they or are they not? My hope, my real hope, is that they are going to learn from this. And that's wishful thinking at this point. Because like I said, things like this that have happened, that we've all seen, it's all happened before. Said it earlier in the show. I've covered these kind of stories so many times to the point where I was getting so sick about talking about them. Not sick of, I was sick of talking about them as well, but getting sick to nauseum. And that may sound dramatic, but at the same time, it's frustrating when you have to tell another story of a young man or a young woman, young kid, some stories that could be living a life right now, contributing to society and doing amazing things, and they're not here anymore because some cop decided to pull their trigger instead of thinking before they actually act. Again, this lack of patience, this situation was a lack of patience trumping understanding, trumping other procedures, other possibilities. And those things didn't happen. Christian Glass should still be on this planet today. He should still be alive. But again, I will say this. I really do hope that his death won't be in vain. He didn't deserve that. He didn't. I'll be right back. I wanted to create something that we could wear to start a very important conversation about mental health and remind those that are lost in the dark that we're here to guide them towards the light. Suicide has taken so many of our loved ones, and it needs to stop. My hope is by wearing these t-shirts and hoodies, we can stop these tragedies and start some conversations. Remember, you are not alone. Again, you are not alone. Please go and check out pascalmerch.com. We have been making some hoodies and t-shirts for Suicide Prevention Month or Suicide Awareness Month. A portion of the proceeds goes to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. So please go check those out. These hoodies, these very hoodies that I have on my back right now as we speak, are on the site as well. And these are all handmade. Every single hoodie is different than the next, but they're all done by myself and my family, creating these really great things for you guys as well. So please go over to pascalmerch.com. Check that out. I'd really, really appreciate it. But it looks like I'm going to be hopping over to, I don't know if she's still up. That's the question. Is she still live? That is the question. Yes, she is on live right now. So I'm going to be hopping over to Grizzly True Crime for just a few minutes. So please, by all means, go over. Let's raid Grizzly True Crime Gisla's channel real quick. I will be hopping over there and chatting it up with her about this story, because she is talking about the same story right now. So we will be I will be rapping with her over there. So please go over there to Grizzly True Crime, raid her, let her know that I sent y'all, and I'll be hopping over there in just a few minutes. But again, I appreciate all y'all for being here, being a part of the conversation. Do not forget to hit that like button down below. Okay. That is her talking in the background. Whoops. My bad. Please hit that like button down below. I appreciate you guys. Send it past, I don't even know where we're at right now. Send it past 600 likes really quick. That would really, really mean a lot. All right. I know that these are topics that people don't really talk much about very often, but at the same time, we had to talk about it. Okay. And I've been sitting on this story for days. So I was like, all right, let me hop on and talk about it today. So hop over to Grizzly True Crime, raid her channel real quick, show some love. She's going to be watching. She's watching the video right now as we speak. I'll be hopping over in a little bit for sure. And we're going to talk there even more. So I got to get going, but hit that like button down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And of course, go to pascalmerch.com. We got some really, really great clothing for you guys. Go check it out. It'd be greatly appreciated. Support in any way you can. Anyway, it is time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Have a great rest of your weekend. Do something positive. Call your mama, etc. You know the drill. Talk to you guys soon. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.